So we have a German manufacturer making sport bikes and a Japanese manufacturer making station wagons. Everyone's just dipping their toe in each other's pool, aren't they? Now, I'd love for you to join me on Facebook and let me know what you think about wagons. Do you believe there's still a stigma attached to them due to the old days of wood paneling? Let me know. Now, speaking of the good old days, it's time to get a little personal. As many of you may already know, my affinity to cars is inextricably linked to the fact that my late father used to race vintage stock cars. And when it came time to talk about Legends of Motorsports, it struck me as an event that I knew he wouldn't miss for the world. So we decided that we would come here and I would experience it myself at Circuit Mont-Tremblant, and maybe even discover my inner wild child along the way. Groovy. I just wanted to let you know, Bobby, that I've picked out a very special 60s-oriented outfit to wear for the entire weekend, and I want to know, what are you going to wear?
What am I going to wear? Probably, well, I'm sort of in uniform. I have to look like, since I'm one of the principals of the series, I have to get dressed up.
So founder Bobby Rahal didn't get dressed up, but as I promised, I did. I even found a pair of white go-go boots. Turns out I was the only person dressed up, and apparently invoking your inner flower child attracts a fair bit of attention. The kind folks at the historic Grand Prix race series came to say hi. So at the Legends of Motorsports, one of the main attractions is the historic Grand Prix. What is the historic Grand Prix all about, James?
Historic Grand Prix is about showcasing the cars from the 1966 through 1983 FIA 3-year period. These cars raced in Formula One, and the cars are now owned by a number of individuals. Usually the owner-driver maintains his car and races his car. One of our essential elements is we're totally open to the public in the paddock, and we are all about sharing the history of the cars with the public. We have the world's fastest rolling museum.
Friend of the show, Jacques Villeneuve. You may remember him from the first time we met, but this time we're at Legends of Motorsports. What are you doing here?
Oh, just enjoying a weekend at a racetrack with a lot of cars that have been part of the past, the history of racing, and there's some amazing cars out here, and it's good that the guys that buy these cars have an outlet, which is much better than sitting in a garage or in a museum.
In addition to taking in the action on the track, the Legends of Motorsports experience involves live retro rock, with some pseudo go-go dancing, fan activities like autograph sessions with well-known living legends, and even Q&A forums. It's all about access. You can even walk the grid before the race and wish your favorite driver and car the best of luck. I'm standing with the man that's driving probably the car that most people here are most excited to see. Tell me about driving this vehicle.
Well, this is Jacques Villeneuve's Ferrari Formula One car from 1980. Having this car here, being back in Quebec with this amazing vehicle is something that's exciting for us, but exciting for the fans as well. Am I ever going to win one of these races? Probably not. But you know what? I've got the Jacques Villeneuve car, and that's more important to me than winning.
In the tradition of the retro era, I gave Bud a good luck kiss, and maybe it was that, or maybe it was the spirit of Gilles. Either way, something worked that day, and Bud stood on the podium in a very respectable second place. While Bud was basking in the glory of his race, I thought I'd get bold. Is there any possibility that I can start it? I know that's a huge request, but I would really appreciate it.
Well, we just finished a race. It's pretty hot, but we'll give it a try and see if it'll start.
That is the craziest thrill I've ever felt in my life. Thank you. I'm never ever going to forget that moment, ever. Thank you.
Well, it's a lot of fun. I'm glad you just didn't drive it away.
Well, that's going to be my next big request. So when do I get to drive this thing?
We'll have to shoot for next year.
Okay, next year. Fingers crossed. Beautiful weather, beautiful setting, and beautiful cars. Starting that Ferrari is literally a memory that I'm going to carry with me for the rest of my life. That one was for you, Dad. If you've missed Legends of Motorsports, don't worry, there is still one event left this season. It's in December at Sebring, so maybe that would be a destination for a winter vacation. Why not? Please go to their website for more details. Join us next week for more Moto Madness with the Harley-Davidson 48. We're going to learn all about what super speeders is, and I'm going to experience drifting in a whole new way. Take the show with you anywhere on iTunes. Don't forget to become a fan of the show on Facebook and follow me on Twitter at Donna Mei-Ling. And of course, peace, love, and harmony. We'll see you next week.